Hi, welcome to Loft Data 1. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Guy Ritchie's latest movie, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Ugh, what a title. It's a World War II action comedy that blends historical inspiration with Ritchie's signature style. Released on April 19th, 2024, it features Henry Cavill, Ritchson, Til Schwieger, and many more stars. Now, before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, then please take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, I really appreciate it. As a warning, this review will contain some heavy spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Lastly, if you want to see anything reviewed, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment and I will do my best to get to it. Thank you. I'm hopping in 3, 2, 1. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare tells the story of a covert World War II unit tasked with sabotaging Nazi operations. Based on true events, the film follows a group of misfit soldiers led by Cavill's character, Gus March-Phillipps, as they embark on a series of top secret missions. The plot is driven by the group's unconventional warfare tactics, which blend espionage with direct combat. If you've seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E., then this formula will feel familiar. While the premise of this movie is grounded, the movie does not aim to provide a historically accurate retelling. Instead, it's more focused on entertainment, injecting Ritchie's signature humor and irreverence into the narrative. A lot of the humor is character-driven. For example, one of the funniest and coolest characters in the movie is Anders Lassen, played by Ritchson. He's a brute of a man and reminds me of King Shark from the Suicide Squad. His experience with a knife and bow is incredible, and it's fun seeing him kill Nazis. While I greatly enjoyed this movie, I don't think it's unique. Like I said, it feels familiar to some of Guy Ritchie's prior movies. It also borrows elements from classic war films and heist movies. If you're familiar with heist movies, you might be familiar with the ragtag team of misfits trope and the one last mission motif. However, these elements are handled with flair and charisma and are entertaining to view. The comedic tone of the film helps contrast the typical gravitas of war films and keeps the story from getting bogged down. The camaraderie in this movie is what shines. Gus is the leader of the unconventional commandos. He's a rebellious man with a plan and cares for his group of misfits. His leadership makes him invaluable. Again, Anders is the comedic muscle. Freddy Alvarez, played by Henry Golding, is a suave and charismatic member. Jeffrey Appleyard, played by Alex Pettyfer, is the team's explosive expert. He helps set up the intricate sabotages within the movie for precise attacks on the Nazis. Marjorie Stewart, played by Isa Gonzalez, is the team's Jewish femme fatale. She's a master of manipulation and works undercover to distract psychotic Nazi officer Henrik Luhr. Her intelligence and espionage lead the team to success. Lastly, undercover agent Heron, played by Babs Moken, is a savvy businessman who gathers critical information for the group and recruits key personnel. Outside of the misfits and their camaraderie, actor Til Schwieger does an amazing job as Nazi Luhr. He is a brutal and sinister representation of the Nazi regime. His interactions with Marjorie are a joy to watch as she poses as a German entertainer and he reveals his ruthless and sadistic nature to her. Moving on to the visuals in this movie, they are sleek and have flair. Action sequences are captured with gritty realism that pairs well with Ritchie's stylization and flashiness. There are a lot of wide sweeping shots that use color strikingly well. Enhancing the visuals and tone, the soundtrack blends jazzy upbeat tracks with darker dramatic orchestral pieces. They add a lively undercurrent to the film and boost comedic and action-packed sequences. One of my favorite things about the soundtrack is that it doesn't overshadow the narrative. The story and espionage are fun, but the violence and acting add stakes. The soundtrack balances these tones well. My only complaint that isn't really a complaint is that this is a Guy Ritchie movie. Given the narrative and context, another director might have pursued the story deeply. Personally, I love deep stories with heavy emotions. My favorite war movie is All Quiet on the Western Front. It is unapologetically heavy. Guy Ritchie movies are not that. They are fun, fast-paced, over-the-top, and a bit silly. I have a lot of fun watching them because they are good distractions from my mundane and serious life. Now, I only mention this because I think it's important to set the right expectations prior to watching this movie. Overall, I had a fun time watching The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Ritchie shines when it comes to fast-paced, high-octane action sequences. They're intense and have cinematic flair. The movie makes good use of the gritty combat and lighter tones of subterfuge and spycraft. Henry Cavill, Ritchson, and Isa Gonzalez are wonderful actors and bring life to this movie. I enjoyed seeing their characters and other misfits killing Nazis in a heist-like manner. They clearly have fun in these roles. Despite the fun, the tone is balanced with emotional and sinister moments by Til Schweiger's Nazi Nazi officer. Adding to the Ritchie fun, the visuals are sleek, vibrant, and stylish. Lastly, the jazzy soundtrack is the cherry on top. It takes me back. I don't know when to, but it certainly takes me back. While there's plenty of room for the movie to pursue deep and nuanced relationships and interactions among characters, I don't feel pressed that Ritchie didn't do that. I think he made a Guy Ritchie movie, and that's exactly what I wanted and expected. So, if you're like me and you like to turn your brain off sometimes and watch some misfit fun, then this movie might be the one for you. Thank you for listening to my review of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. If you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel, then please leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if you want me to review something, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast, Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.